Good evening. It's Facebook Love number 232 on March 19th, the actual 1-year date of the first time I did this. Today is a Friday. The last time was a Thursday, so it feels a little different to me. For those of you who found this later, up until about Memorial Day, I came every single day from March 19th until the end of May. And then the events around Memorial Day, the murder of George Floyd, etc., knocked me so hard that I started taking a day off here and there, and now I come and go. I'm often here a few times during the week, and then I take the weekend off. But today, because it's the 19th, I felt like I needed to come, even though it's Friday. And I felt a strange feeling of sort of emptiness and like not knowing what even to say about this landmark. What is there to say? Things aren't back to normal, and they may go back to normal. They're getting more normal. And none of us know how to do this. So we're just doing our best. So I found some poems in my sort of casting about frame of mind. This first one is from 2019, I believe. Yes, it was published in 2019 by a poet named Paul Tran. The title is The Cave. Someone standing at the mouth had the idea to enter, to go further than light or language could go. As they followed the idea, light and language followed like two wolves, panting, hearing themselves panting, a shapeless scent in the damp air. Keep going, the idea said. Someone kept going. Deeper and deeper, they saw others had been there. Others had left objects that couldn't have found their way there alone. Ochre-stained shells, bird bones, grounded hematite. On the walls, as if stepping into history, someone saw their purpose. Cows, bulls, bison, deer, horses, some pregnant, some slaughtered. The wildlife seemed wild and alive, moving when someone moved, casting their shadows on the shadows stretching in every direction. Keep going, the idea said again. Go, someone continued. They followed the idea so far inside that outside was another idea. The Cave by Paul Tran from 2019. This other one, this one is also fairly new. This one was published in 2020 by Dilruba Ahmed. My nose is stuffy, that didn't come out right. Dilruba Ahmed. The book is titled Bring Now the Angels, and this poem is called Phase 1. For leaving the fridge open last night, I forgive you. For conjuring white curtains instead of living your life. For the seedlings that wilt now in tiny pots, I forgive you. For saying no first. but yes as an afterthought. I forgive you your hideous visions after childbirth, brought on by loss of sleep, and when the baby woke repeatedly, for your silent rebuke in the dark, "What's your beef?" I forgive your letting vines overtake the garden, for fearing your own propensity to love, for losing again your bag en route to San Francisco, for the equally heedless drive back on the caffeine-fueled return. I forgive you for leaving windows open in rain and soaking library books again, for putting forth only revisions of yourself with punctuation worked over instead of the disordered truth. I forgive you for singing mostly when the shower drowns your voice, for so admiring the drummer you failed to hear the drum. In forgotten tin cans may forgiveness gather, pooling in gutters, gushing from pipes, a great steady rain of olives from branches, relieved of cruelty and petty meanness, with it a flurry of wings, 13 gray pigeons, ointment reserved for healers and prophets. I forgive you. I forgive you for feeling awkward and nervous without reason, for bearing Keats' empty vessel with such calm you worried you had perhaps no moral center at all, for treating your mother with contempt when she deserved compassion. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you for growing a capacity for love that is great, but matched only, perhaps, by your loneliness, for being unable to forgive yourself first so you could then forgive others and at last find a way to become the love that you want in this world. Phase 1 by Dilruba, Ahmed. Years ago, I did a study on the words in the Lord's Prayer, and the part that came back to me over and over again, and I still remind myself of, is the part about forgiving your debts or forgive trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And for years, I believed that my capacity to forgive others was the predominant practice in that, and that study led me to see that learning to forgive yourself is of equal importance. They both matter. If you forgive others but not yourself, you're not extending grace in every direction. And if you forgive yourself but never forgive others and hold grudges, you're not extending grace in every direction. You're making yourself a god by doing either. A small g God. And in that way, whenever I come across the idea of forgiveness, I try to look at it like I would a stone or a shell from every angle and try to see what I might be missing. And in this day of realizing how empty I feel at this bizarre landmark, this sad and empty feeling, I see that I need to give myself space to feel how I feel, and I need to be open to everyone else's conflicted feelings as well. So this is Facebook Love 1 year in, and I'll see you again. Bye.